All right, so in Grit, our Do model, the inverter is actually in the back of the van. So what we want to do is we'll have to come in here, and if you want to turn the inverter on, again, simple, one button, touch it, inverter will power up. You may even hear it power up. You may even hear some things that are already plugged in start to power up. Fans and such in the power supply here. Once the inverter's on, all those AC outlets are active. So that includes your hot water, your refrigerator, and in this vehicle, the water pump is also plugged into an AC outlet. So again, inverter, you shouldn't have to touch it, okay? None of the settings should need to be adjusted. If you hear an audible beep, if it sounds an alarm, it's either because you're either pulling too much amperage or you've drained the batteries too much, and you need to plug the vehicle in or start it and let the alternator charge the batteries. Now, when you plug this vehicle in, you're going to want to make sure you plug it into at least a 30 amp outlet. So if you're doing like camping and RV shore power, make sure you're in the 30 amp outlet. If you plug it into a 15 amp outlet and you start to run the hot water and the refrigerator, there's a good chance you're gonna trip a breaker. And I'll show you where the breaker panel is real quick. So right up here, right next under the inverter, you've got the breaker panel. Just like a normal breaker panel, when something trips, it's gonna trip a breaker like that, and you just put it back in place, and you've now reset that breaker.